Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 230. Today we have a nice little 2019-20 mixer with a couple of 2021 Series 1 retail boxes in there. But we got Series 1 hobby box from last year, Chronology, Ice, and OPG Platinum. Again with the, the Series 1 boxes mixed in. So very fun overall mixer. We got some, legend potential, some high-end rookie potential, a little bit of everything. Hopefully it'll be some fun. I'm looking forward to this break, as always with all breaks. So let's go ahead and let's get into the team random. So 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. And hopefully everyone's having a good day. And 3 times, here we go. Once, twice, and 3rd time. And teams 3 times. Once. Twice. 3rd time. Avs on top. Jets on the bottom. Here we go. Alright, Marshall, you have the Avalanche. Luke with the Predators. Mark, you got the Oilers. Mikhail with the Arizona Coyotes, Emil with the Panthers, Steve with the Canucks, Emil with the Flames, David with the Blues, Michael with the Sabres, Chris with the Chicago Blackhawks, Emil with the Flyers, Andrew with the Habs, JK Johnny, you got the Bruins, Mitchell with the Lightning, Mark, you've got the Wild, Juggandeep with the Red Wings, Ken with the Blue Jackets, Alexander, you've got the Devils, Juggandeep, you got the Rangers. You've been hitting the Rangers a few times lately. Steve with the Hurricanes, David with the Sharks, Robert, you got the Kings, JK Johnny, you got the Capitals, Manu with the Penguins, Bill with the Leafs, the Pack Crackers, you got the Ducks, Mark, you got the Stars, Blake, you got Vegas, Ivy with the Senators, Bill with the Islanders, and Cody with the Jets. I will get them copied over here into the team viewer. And we will get this one saved up. Alright. So there are your teams. Again, all videos from the past little bit should be uploaded as well, except for the one basketball break. That one's still... I'm still trying to work on editing that and make it not look garbage. But it should be fine. So... yeah, if there's any questions, let me know. I'm looking forward to the upcoming weeks too, because I mean, it sounds like hopefully we're going to be getting the Series 1 checklist next week, which is I'm very, very, very excited for. I think everyone is, just for a new hockey product. And like, knowing that it's Series 1, it's a pretty good staple product. There's like, really all it comes down to is whether or not the rookies are good and the quality control is fine, and it's like, it's normally a good product every single time. So I'm looking forward to that, just because it's, one of those consistent products that everyone kind of loves. A little bit of everything for everyone in it, and we can have a lot of fun with it. So very much looking forward to that. Depending on how things go, we might do some different style breaks with it, but we'll probably do a couple the week before it comes out. I think we'll probably do like a half case of 2020-2021 Series 1 and a double up. I think that'd be kind of a fun little warm up, so look out for that in the coming weeks. But yeah, just kind of looking to get some different formats in as well. So depending on how the checklist looks, we might do pick your team. Not 100% certain on that, but yeah, we'll see. All right, don't see anything on the trade front, so let's get started. We'll start off with the retail boxes, and then we'll go platinum, and then see Series 1 hobby actually has a higher end hit potential between the two. I just realized I forgot to whip up a base box. Oops. Yeah, Series 1 has the higher end hit potential. Oops, that pack just slid forward. Just based purely off the fact that of high gloss and Young Guns exclusives. Like, I think it probably is more consistent with that regard. But I mean, platinum is platinum, and if you hit a big auto, then you know you're gonna be happy. All right, as per usual, we'll rip and stack the retail because it is generally the best way to do retail. Yeah, had an okay Series 1, Series 2 break yesterday. Series 2 is great, actually. We got Stutzla Young Gun Canvas. We got 2 Kaprizov Young Guns. We got a Laugh Young Gun. Oh yeah, the 101 buyback Young Guns. Hopefully we hit one. I can't remember if this is from the same case as the Series 1, because I think it's probably from the same case as... No, it might not be, actually, because it's kind of like the random boxes at this point, so... But, yeah. I mean, just even like if we get a good 101 buyback. So, I think we'll open up... I think we're going to open up Platinum before Series 1 Hobby. I'm talking myself into doing that. Things I never would have thought I would have said, but I don't know. As much as I love Platinum, you know, I feel like Series 1 Hobby owes us something. And here we go. Let's get started. Starting off, Nelson for the Islanders on the portraits. Wool for the Leafs on the Young Guns. Base pack. Dvorak for the Yotes on the jersey. Shesterkin for the Rangers on the canvas. Coughlin for Vegas on the Young Guns. That's a base pack, yeah. Yep. Norris for the Senators on the portraits. I'll throw them up right now, too. That's another base pack. Another base pack. Reduke for Vegas. Yandel for the Panthers. That's nothing there. And good. So, quick double check on the back. Make sure we're not missing anything. I don't think we are. There we go. Oh, last little stack. Yeah, no, we're not missing anything because we hit everything at the start, so we're good. Where am I going to put all the base cards? That's a good question. Let's make some room here. Alright, that should be enough for now. I think you had the Sabres. So not the best team. I mean, you've got an outside chance of hitting a middle stat update in ice. I guess Olofsson, but he's kind of like injured and cooled off. Eichel stuff. Yeah. I mean, the thing with Chronology is that literally any team can hit. like, for example, the best, like, arguably the best card in the last break was for the Yotes. And it was from Chronology. So, like, it's just, you know, if you hit the right player, you're happy. So, you do have Olafsson in Series 1 at the very least, which is not the worst. I think, I don't know if Ashwin made it into Platinum, but. Alright, here we go. And I mean, you could hit some weird sort of Eichel, so. Suzuki for the Habs on the Pink Dazzlers. Kiki for the Hurricanes on the Young Guns. Base pack. Base pack. Canvas of Doc. Oh, it's a puppy card. It's a puppy card. For Chicago. McMichael for the Capitals. That brings us to just one Young Gun that we really need. And then we have everything. That's the second Chikrin base card of the box. Portraits of Fleury for Vegas. Couple of base packs. Bodam for Chicago. So there's our 6 Young Guns, right? Yep. True for the Flyers. And Couture for the Sharks. So that's a very standard Series 1 box. Literally everything we hit was to the book. Actually, we got a Pink Dazzlers instead of a blue. So that's our only, like, quote-unquote upgrade. Alright. Nothing in there. Again, just mainly do this just to show that I'm not missing anything. And it's also just good just in case one day, you know, a card gets stuck. Because they do like to stick sometimes. So. Alright. Canucks made a hire today. Rachel Dory, I believe is how you, yeah, it's Dory. How you pronounce her last name for their analytical team. And honestly, pretty good analytical team. You got Beach in there. You got Miles Hoken as well, who back in, when was this? Was this like 2017 or 2018? I forget when the Van Hack that I went to was. But talked to him a lot there, and he like just really, really good hockey mind. So was really happy to see him with the team. I think it was at the start of this year. It wasn't like publicly announced, I don't think, but like he was there, and I was very, very happy. Just very smart person. In the hockey scene, it looks like they're starting to build a good, well-rounded staff, which is honestly like really good to see. And I know there are some people that were like critical of the Dory hire because she's been critical of the Canucks in the past, but it's like to that same argument, like you don't want people that are just like sunshine and roses. This team is good and like blind faith in everything that the team does. Because you often won't be a successful management group. You'll have a lot of blind spots, and I think that was very evident with the Canucks that they had a lot of blind spots in the past. So hopefully they lean in and use all avenues of the organization, from scouting to like pro, minor scouting to video scouting to analytics to everything. Like, and balance it all and do a good job with it. Because, I mean, generally speaking, the best teams right now in the league are doing that. Tampa, the Islanders, for lack of a better extent, were very good with that for a while. Like, at least as much as they could be. The Penguins were another example. the Hurricanes are the best one though. Devils, Hughes on the portraits. But like every team's got one. Nice Byram for the Avs. Again, hopefully he can stay healthy. And you like me some Byram. Again, if he can stay healthy, he's going to be a heck of a defenseman. But like that health is unfortunately a big question mark at this time. There we go. I forgot the base every which way here. Upside down, upside down, upside down. Turn him around. Jersey of Connolly for the Panthers. Landeskog for the Avs. The Avs are another team that relies does a pretty good job at relying on analytics. So Alexia for the Capitals. They kind of had the whole conundrum with Patrick Wall where he wanted more control over the team, or he left and the team is a lot better for it. Domi for the Habs. I wonder what the Avalanche would look like if they gave the control to Patrick Wall there. Another base pack. Jonas Johansson for the Sabres. Crosby for the Penguins on the canvas. And Connor for the Jets on the Dazzlers. Hit all three of our Young Guns. Beautiful. All of our portraits. And making sure we're not missing anything. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Canucks roster shapes up over the next few months even. I think it's less than 2 years till Severson's on the team. That's a bit of a joke, but just everyone's kind of excited for the changes. I think it's good. It's fresh in the market, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do, what direction they go into. Because based off of everything that they're saying right now, it sounds like they don't really like the composition of the team from Boudreau, especially Boudreau. When you're saying we love our goalie a ton, Okay, so essentially, Rachel Doherty's essentially favorite play, one of her favorite players is Severson. So, she worked for the Devils for a couple of years and, was just a big Severson fan in general. And Severson is a very good, fairly good player. So, this year not as good as previous years, but again, could be team, could not be team. But I hope that they're smarter now. Getzlaf for the Ducks. I don't know what he'll actually get, so Kravtsov for the Rangers. Because that'll actually be a really interesting one to follow. Laine for the Jets on the jersey. Eric Stahl for the Wild. Geeky for the Hurricanes. Honestly, the best move the Canucks could make is trading Tyler Myers. Crosby for the Penguins. And, Tyler Myers has been doing better this year, but, he's still probably not worth what he's getting paid. Okay, that's a lot of base. Well, he's definitely not, but, that's the one that I think you got to move on from. Norris for the Senators. Pretty good Young Guns in this box. Shabbat for the Senators. And Barkov for the Panthers. There we go. So, I think, they're going to... The weird thing with the Canucks is that if they kind of stand pat for bringing in OEL in the offseason hurt a lot. The best thing that they could have done was pretty much nothing this offseason. Like, bring in cheap contracts, but, you know. Oh, yeah, no. See, OEL, I think, is a better defenseman between him and Myers, but, like, right now, he's done better than what I expected, but that's not saying much, you know what I mean? I don't think you'd have to get... I think there's definitely teams out there that would pay positive value for Myers. You might have to take a contract back, but if you take a lesser cap hit back that expires quicker, I think there are teams that would pay for him. And, like... He is Chaos Giraffe, after all. We're doing the same thing, by the way, with Platinum for Rip and Stash. Yeah, the Canucks prospect pool is bad. Like, the one thing I'll say is that their prospect pool is about on par with Arizona, and at least they have more talent at the NHL level, but, like, Arizona's going to have so many picks that doesn't matter. Yeah, the no offense from OEL makes that contract look really not great right now, and, like, it's... Again, coming from legitimately one of the biggest Ekman Larson fans out there, it is... He's not what he used to be. And he hasn't been at that level for a while. But, which is the funniest part about all this is that I have a signed jersey of Tyler Myers from when he was with the Jets, and a signed jersey of Ekman Larson from the Yotes. Les Bronze for the Stars. Best in the World of Panarin for the Rangers. Rainbow of Moore for the Leafs. That's not bad. He's doing pretty good. Benstrom for the Blue Jackets. Gusev for the Devils on the retro. Branstrom for the Senators. Kane for Chicago on the retro rainbow. Makar for the Avs. Nice one there. Nico Sturm for the Minnesota Wild on the matte pink. Not bad. Parayko for the Blues. Senyshyn for the Bruins. Honestly, I drafting Shane Wright's interesting. Olofsson for the Sabres. Nice. This is Arctic Freeze to 99, numbered 67 of 99 of Teravainen for the Hurricanes. Bokus for the Devils. Giroux for the Flyers on the Sunset. Well, there's our auto. Bemstrom for the Blue Jackets. I mean, if I'm going to get a signed jersey, it'll be a McCann Kraken one. So, and, like, let's be real, I doubt he's coming back here. But they need to get the lowercase C in before I get his jersey. Hirose for the Red Wings. Kopitar for the Kings. That's honestly, the thing that's annoyed me most is that I haven't been able to get my McCann Seattle jersey because nowhere's has the lowercase C. And I don't want to get one that's all capital letters because, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, if I'm getting a player jersey, I want it as a player. Like, where's it, you know? Yeah. Arizona, I think, I mean... I hope Shane Wright bounces back, but yeah, next year's a big year. So McCann has the same birth date as me, like not year, but I just also liked his general game, and then like thought he was really good and liked him better than their other first round pick from that year. I don't think they have the lowercase C is the problem. I've asked around a lot. Like, I've even asked, like, Seattle. And they haven't gone back to me, mind you. But they just don't make it yet. So, yeah. And the other reason is because the story behind the trade is, Lafferty for the Penguins. Vasilevsky for the Lightning. Forsberg for the Predators. That trade was also kind of one of those, like, what are you even thinking? Bjornfot for the Kings. Hirose for the Red Wings. Kubalik for Chicago. Rask for the Bruins on the rainbow. Matthews for the Leafs. Boquist for Chicago. Seth Jones for Columbus. But yeah, that was one of those what are you thinking trades. Lizotte for the Kings. Fowler to 199. 112 of 199 for the Ducks. Hag for Vegas. Saad for Chicago on the Rainbow. Ferraro for the Sharks. He's done well. McEwen for the Canucks. Letang on the Violet Pixels to 399. Texier for Columbus. Capo Caco on the Rainbow. Well, hey, good Rainbow at least. So, yeah. So, fun fact about that, about all of that is, ended up going to, was that, I guess it was the next year after that trade that the Panthers came into town, and, like, it was on, I think it was, like, the Valentine's Day game, too, and it was the day that Benning got an extension, and I'm just like, okay, like, I'm not wearing my Canucks jersey to the game. I don't care. I'll wear my Coyotes jersey. So my then girlfriend at the time, now fiance, we were at the game, and it was on the, it's the third period, and all of a sudden a camera comes up the aisle and she's like, hey, we're gonna, like, I've got like a bad feeling about this. We're gonna get on the Jumbotron and get this jersey off the back. And so the first game, there's me on the Jumbotron with my Coyotes jersey at a Panthers Canucks games that we got to watch McCann like clown on Goodbranson in that game, if I remember correctly, in at least one shift. Ooh, these are all stuck together. But yeah, so I had to cover up the Coyotes jersey on the way down, and we got a Nick Dowd signed game orange jersey that's hanging in the closet, right? Pretty much right there on the other side of the wall. So, but yeah, it's amazing how long he lasted. I honestly don't even think it was he had anything on the Aquilinis. I just think that he said yes to the Aquilinis a lot, and said what they wanted to hear a lot rather than like what they didn't want to hear. And honestly, I don't think he would have been let go if it wasn't for public pressure. Like, if I'm being totally honest, I don't think he would have been let go unless it was for public pressure. So. But yeah, that was I was shocked how long he lasted, because it's just every year it's like, we're not rushing through a rebuild, but we're not rebuilding. We're gonna retool, or like we're gonna retool, and then all of a sudden you're last. And it's just the excuses that came out time after time was just annoying. So Matthews for the Leafs on the Shooting Stars. Fleury for the Habs on the Young Guns. That's all base. Oh my goodness, I hate how all the bases stuck together. Okay, I'm not doing this on the other side here. Hurdle for the Sharks. Wonder where Hurdle ends up. Those are just base, 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 base. It's a UD30 of Gretzky for the Oilers. Sometimes there's a card in behind. I don't think... Does he have a photo? I just got to check, because I know Series 1 has photo variations, and McKinnon would probably be one of the most obvious names on it. Checklist. But yeah, that atmosphere before that game. Honestly, I still wish they kept Gillis and like actually went through with the rebuild. Nathan McKinnon is a dark jersey vertical for the variation, so that is not a variation. Cool. It's all base. Drew for the Flyers. All base, just to make sure. But yeah, I think it was the jerseys getting thrown on the ice eventually, and the boos, and people walking out, and everything else that led to it. And it's like, I don't know. It was a long time coming, unfortunately. Like, you know, yeah, the jersey guy shouldn't have to buy a beer ever again in Vancouver. Sabrin for the Senders on the Young Guns. And like, there's part of me that feels like, again, taste for Chicago. Like, some people took it a little bit too far with the stuff. McDavid for the Oilers on the UD30. But like, there was no real reason that he was in charge of a hockey team for that long with that bad of a record. And like, there's no prospects. Domi for the Habs. There's a lot of NTCs as well. Like, all the criticism people had at Gillis, except the NTCs are more unmovable. Lizotte for the Kings. So, Wheeler for the Jets. Tavares for the Leafs. That wraps up the first half. Like, honestly, the team's in a really, like, they're not in the worst spot. Like, it's easy enough for them to turn things around. They've just got to be pretty lean. Honestly, you probably look at trading Horvat. You probably look at trading Miller at this point. I don't think both can stay unless both are willing to take a very friendly deal. But like, Miller's next contract is going to be really interesting to me because he is, production-wise, he should be getting paid like $8 million. And they can't afford to give him a long-term contract at that. And I also don't think he'll be worth that in the long run because, like, his underlying numbers aren't as strong. But, like, I don't know. Horvat's, again, same thing. Like, love him, but I get the sense that he wants to make sure he plays meaningful playoff games. And, like, if they're not at that point, then, like, by all means, he deserves to go walk and explore his options. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see a Makar Young Gun canvas. That's what I don't think we've ever pulled one. Stenlund for the Blue Jackets. McDavid for the Oilers on the portraits. Kata Hot for the Flyers. Bo Horvat for the Canucks, speaking of Bo. Jimmy Schultz for Vegas on the Young Guns. Burns for the Sharks. But yeah, long term it'll be interesting to see what happens with the team. Short term it'll be really interesting. Patrick Wall on the UD30 for the Avs. Makar for the Avs on the rookie portraits. I'll throw that up there because it's probably honestly as valuable as some Young Guns. Uh-oh, Jack Hughes for the Devils. There we go. That's one of the ones you want to see. Him or his brother, Adam Fox. That's we'll call that stand worthy. Love me some good Young Guns. Oh, Hag for Vegas. We almost had a good Young Gun canvas. Mind you, when you get a Young Gun canvas, there's normally something like special in the box, and we haven't hit anything yet. So, O'Reilly for the Blues. Like, you normally get like an exclusives or a weird card. Well, here you go. Rookie retrospective of Joseph for the Lightning. You normally get something that's like about a case hit whenever you get a Young Gun canvas. Or like, that's at least a little bit rare, so. Sure enough, it was there. I like that from, like, I like it and I don't, from the perspective that like the boxes that had a Young Gun canvas were so much better than the boxes that didn't on average. For whatever reason, it just worked out that way. So, all right, ice time, and then we'll do chronology to finish up. Time is at 4:40. Yeah, next week hopefully we'll be breaking down the Series 1 checklist. I'm guessing, again, typically how, so for those unfamiliar with how it works, I'll say this every single time. Typically, Upper Deck releases a checklist 2 weeks before the product comes out. So if the product were to come out right now, it's scheduled for February 9th. That would mean that the checklist would get posted on next Wednesday. So that is what we're hoping and looking for. And then that's kind of how you judge whether or not a product's actually going to come out. So Wheeler for the Jets and Kaskasuo for the Leafs. 21299. Kaskasuo is a big gamer. Has his own esports team. Petrangelo for the Blues and Sorella for the Panthers. 499. Honestly, I don't know. I honestly can't answer that. I don't know, to be honest, Kramer. Orange of Malcolm for the Penguins and Kachuk for the Flames. Calgary's a team that's a little bit weaker in this mix, so cool to see them get a hit. I honestly don't know if we even do that. So, but, best to reach out to the contact us. So, Crosby for the Penguins on the Emerald and McKay for the Leafs to $9.99. On the Sub-Zero, yeah, we'll leave that there. Well, it should be an auto, and it's going to be... Oh, it's a retro patch auto. Oh, I love these. These are sick. McKinnon for the Avs, and... Yeah, that's pretty good. For the Montreal Canadiens, 3-color exquisite auto material. Oh my goodness, I love these to 25 of Nick Suzuki. I love these. These are one of my favorite card designs. Whenever we've gotten a couple now, but whenever we get them, they're just so nice. So they're throwback to 2003. Who had the Habs? Andrew. Congrats. Really nice card and really good name. So we've pulled a lot of nice Suzuki stuff lately. Some more decoys. Okay, base goes there. Chronology 1. What one's heavier? I honestly think this box is slightly heavier, but I couldn't tell you. That box ends in 43, I think. So we'll save that one because that's Quinn Hughes. And this is 61. All right. Chronology box 1. Yeah, I love those cards. We're making this front and center because like it's just way cooler of a hit. I'd say normal thickness, probably 1 letter, or a patch, or a diamond. Oh, it's probably like Scotty Bowman knowing this. Gordonine for the Islanders on the auto. That's an update. Barrett Jackman for the Blues on the auto. Base of Crosby to 222 for the Penguins. And no. Oh, that's really nice as well. For the Calgary Flames, Jerome Iginla on the red border timeless memories. Numbered to 25. Again, a team that most people would be very, like, not the happiest with having because they don't have a ton of stuff in the break. End up getting one of the nicest hits of the break. So, sometimes it never fails. Emil, nice. Congrats on that one. Like, honestly, really, really nice stuff there. I love those cards. Those are some of my favorite cards. Just the canvas sketch with the gold ink auto. Oh, beautiful. Well, this box is thinner, so much for my call on this one being heavier. But it was box 43 with 71, so a little Quinn Hughes Malkin action. We have a time capsule that I don't think anyone's going to want to open. Seth Jones for Columbus to 222 on the base. Nice! Fetch for the Hurricanes on the auto. And Matthias Olin for the Canucks on the auto. And a time capsules of Connor McDavid. Honestly, this is probably a decent valued card as well. So, who has the Oilers? It's Mark. Mark, you know the deal with these. You can rip them open. I think I've pulled you a McDavid in the past, but I won't give McDavid a concussion right now. Or I won't give him back surgery right now. So that'll be up to you. But if you're new to Chronology, pretty much inside the back of these, just before we end the break, you can open this up and sometimes they'll have an auto. Sometimes they'll have like a canvas card of a rookie. Sometimes they can have like original sketches. So but yeah, that's the hockey break. I mean, pretty good stuff overall. Like, 4 nice hits, 2 for teams that like you wouldn't expect a ton out of. So nice one for the Hurricanes with the Svetch auto. The Gimlet to 25 is really nice for the Flames. The Jack Hughes Young Gun, super nice. But hit of the break, have to go with the Retro Patch auto to 25. I just love these. These are just so clean. Absolute, just beautiful, beautiful card. So yeah, that'll wrap up group break number 230. 231 is up next. Thank you for tuning in for this one.